frame is super off-centered. Is that fine?
No, Luke coming over here.
Because Luke's home?
No.
I'm not by myself on this frame again?
Are you throwing shade?
No. Are you cleaning the camera things? Oh, we're using OBS? Yeah.
Oh, because of the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want that one.
Okay, what is happening on this live stream? What's up?
Got a text.
How's everybody doing? Oh, yips.
Oh, we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Hey.
We are chilling. It is story time today.
No,
I didn't change the name of this live stream. Whoops.
From your last time?
Yeah, let's do.
Well, let's start with the story time. What's going on?
Well,
Well, first of all, let's talk about what's going on in our lives.
It smells like poop right here.
Oh, because you're sitting there.
Calm yourself. How do you update this?
How often smells like
Anus white.
cheese? What is it? Egg cheese.
Egg cheese. Dad and Lisa, hi.
One of Paul or Matthew just tweeted. I think.
Katie the Human. Yes, it is always story time around here, and that's why.
always story
That's
time.
literally why I named it this, because I didn't know what to name it. We were coming back from a.
Friend's house.
Oh, I love that emoji, Lisa. That's great.
coming back from
A friend's house, and
stop. I hate egg cheese. Egg cheese is a thing now.
it is. It's a new thing.
It's a thing, and Paul's farts smell like it. So,
I ate
full
too much.
disclosure.
Yeah, I ate sugar today.
Get into it.
Abby's into it. That's fine. Thanks, Abs.
Thanks, Dad.
We're just drinking our LaCroix.
What were we talking about? I was saying something. Oh, we were coming back from a friend's house, and we were coming back really fast to start this, and we realized we didn't have a name, and so I got up here, and so I was like, oh, well, story time, because that's what we always do. So that's what we're doing. Anyway, hi, how are y'all? What story should we tell? Give us a category of story we should tell. Should we tell, like, should we do stories about, like, the first time we did something, or the first time we experienced something?
Sure.
Or is that...
Well, first of all, let's start like a podcast. How's everybody doing?
Oh,
You know?
oh, I'm doing great.
Do not give me that face, you peace wipe.
I'm not even a peace wipe.
Not you.
This is gonna be a podcast I'm leaving.
Hey, you were the one who said you might like to start a podcast someday.
Yeah, a podcast about how I hate podcasts.
That would be ironic and funny.
No, I'm sure it has happened.
I'm sure someone's already made that.
I'm sure you're just trying to get butter.
I am.
Wow. Buttholes
Anyway,
for days.
I'm doing good. I have had some ups and downs this week. It's been good.
His poop
You
first.
may ask.
La Croche talk. La Croche talk. What did you guys talk about back there?
I was saying, I've had a lot of ups and downs this week. And Matthew goes, did anyone ask?
Good night, Judy. Thanks for joining us for a second. We love
do it,
you.
Katie. Let's talk about everything that you loved about Disney and why that's inherently wrong. And
Oh my gosh,
why
you're so
I hate
mean.
it. No, that's literally how I'll be like, Katie, how do you feel about this? I hate it because blah 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 blah. And she'll be like, oh, I actually like that, and I'm like, okay.
Paul, move that back over. Like you had, make it bigger a little bit. That screen, the OBS screen, because it's live. No,
Okay.
pull that one half screen, and then pull the chat
Half.
next to it half. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Love it. Digging it. I'm here for it. Oh, that's perfect.
Perfect. Okay. Cool. Now we can see ourselves. I need to
I wasn't
figure
trying
out.
to be throw shade. I was saying that's an actual factual thing that actually happens.
Oh, it sounded like there was some shade being thrown.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, I think it was. This big screen in the background just looks so perfect, does it not?
Yeah, I've set it up that way.
I know. I'm just so
I
happy
moved,
about it.
and I
You know what
spilled
Disney
water
thing-
all over the ground, and so I cleaned it up.
You did?
Yeah, because it was on the bottom of that potter.
Yeah, I know. I had to water it today. It was the day
Oh.
for watering. Oh, speaking with. Hey Siri, will you remind me to water the fig tree in 16 days?
Hey Siri, will you remind Luke to water the fig tree with bleach in 15 days?
Shut your mouth!
You guys are the worst.
Britt, if you're watching this, we love the fig.
Oh yeah.
The fig is my favorite
We do
plant.
love the fig.
Matthew has a
Great, I
problem with
love it.
plants.
No, he has a problem with trendy plants, is what he has.
Which is all plants right now.
Yeah, plants are in trend right now. They're on point.
Yeah, that's the only reason you have plants.
Also,
No, it's not.
I was talking to the
I
owner
liked them
of our
before it was
restaurant, and
trendy.
she has a green
I
thumb. and
liked
she
it when old people owned
was
like,
talking to me
plants.
about plants today, and it was really exciting. She
Yeah, but
does
Paul-
those rubber
remember when-
trees. She
remember
propagates
when
rubber
Paul-
trees.
Paul
She should
hated
give us a
plants?
compliment.
Yeah, she said, "Give me a pot this big."
Remember when Paul
And then-
hated plants and then it
So
all
we
came back around and people complimented the apartment and then Paul suddenly all of a sudden loved plants?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. There's no shame in that.
People loved it, so I loved it.
No, I did find the beauty in it, but I don't know. It just either it
Wait, you didn't like it until people
grew
came
on
over?
me.
Oh.
Was that good? Oh, don't try that.
Don't text.
You should invite Punjabi over next time.
Oh, yes.
For puns?
Because I talked about growing. I thought that was a good pun. You guys are the worst.
I'm happy about you.
Thanks.
What stories should we tell? Guys, what kind of stories would you like to hear today? What
Stories
are
of
things
our
we haven't
lives.
talked about before?
I don't know.
Because I think most of the people on are people that are on for most of
Yeah.
our
The live stories.
things.
What stories could we tell? Oh, we could talk about the first time we ever met Matthew.
I don't think we've really talked about the first time we've ever really met.
That's
Not a very exciting
No,
story.
Not Disney, but like when we actually got to know each other.
That whole process?
No, like the first phone call and how it all worked out. Because
It's not that interesting of a story.
No, it is because I saw Matthew's video. Matthew did a collab.
I mean, it's not like a
Can you all just calm down? This is a beautiful story, and
Okay.
y'all are being pessimistic about it.
Okay.
So Matthew
Just
was
pause.
on Instagram and YouTube, and his friend Jessica found my videos because of a Tessa Violet video we made a long time ago. We did a clone video that copied hers, which her video is no longer online, but our video is still online. It's To Give Me Your Hand by The Ready Set, and it is a fun video, but where we cloned 3 times, and we would it was fun. Tessa did it first. We copied her outfits. It was really fun. We did that. Anyway, Matthew actually saw that video, right? But I didn't know who Matthew was yet.
I saw that video and I was like, oh, these guys look cool. They're not going to be friends with me because they have 1,000 subscribers and I only have 200 subscribers.
only had 1,000 because of that video.
Yeah, really, we weren't steadily growing
weekly
at all.
uploading, but you didn't subscribe at that point, right?
No.
There was no subscription happening. Yeah. So then Matthew had a video with Tessa during Tessa and Rusty's house tour. They came to your house, and you did a collab with Tessa, which was a huge
pull up this
thing
chat.
for me, which made me feel like he would never be friends with us because he was friends with Tessa Violet, which is cool.
When
That's
I
awesome.
wasn't, I paid her to be in my house.
You paid her to be at your house?
Yeah, that's how,
Oh, I guess
that's how
that
the
works,
living
yeah.
room tour
Yeah.
works. Because you sold tickets,
Yeah.
and then you pay her from that.
Yes. Okay. So I saw that video, which I was like, "That's so cool." But then Jessica Carmack saw my video saw that video and then reached out and said, "You guys should come do a choreography thing at my sister's dance studio," which we never were able to do that. It never worked out to actually make that happen. And now her sister's moved on from the studio and no longer is there, so it'll never happen necessarily. But it was so cool. We reached out and talked on Twitter, and then it
You
just
don't
so
dance
happened
anymore.
that
You don't
in her
dance
Twitter
anymore.
feed, Matthew came up, and I said, "Oh, I know that kid. He knows Tessa Violet." It's like, "You know Matthew," in that comment section of her Instagram or something, somewhere.
She posted a picture of me and you saw the picture.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we talked a little bit, and she was like, "Hey, we're on Google Hangout right now. If you want to join," and I was like, "Sure, why not?" I was a senior in college, right? 2015, so I was a senior in college. It was Christmas time, January, February.
You followed me on Instagram that Christmas
Yes.
after Tessa was at my house and you would like my Instagram. It's like first thing after I posted them, I was like,
Yeah, because I was always on Instagram. You know that.
yeah. I was like, these guys like my Instagrams. I guess we're gonna be friends.
You guess. So then you followed back. I think I think when I followed you, you followed back because I followed you because of Jessica and because I recognized you from the
The
Tessa
video.
video. And then I was like shook
Because we were best friends.
because we were best friends. And then in January we talked on FaceTime, and you thought we were crazy.
I was just like, these guys are a lot.
And it's true.
And we still are a lot. Are you reading your text messages instead of interacting with a story? Anyway, that was the story of how we actually met.
And then we
Because
started talking
of
about,
Tessa
and then we kind of, we were close, but we didn't talk
We
a
commented on each
ton.
other's videos. We saw each other's videos.
But then we kind of
I
lost
always
touch.
felt-
Would make,
I always felt
When
like I
we
was
were in
really
grad
close to
school-
you, but you weren't really close.
we always made we did joint videos a couple times. Like,
Challenging each other.
yeah,
Really different.
me and Jessica and the twins would make.
Videos that would kind of
Yeah.
all be themed.
Like
the
we all did a
same.
lip dub video. We all did a story time video. You didn't participate in the story time video one.
I don't have a story to tell.
Because I just told the story. It was a dumb story too.
And you,
Cool.
well, and you tried to make it sound cooler than it actually was, which made it sound
It was
dumb.
so cool in real life.
In real life, it was a super
Yeah.
cool story, but you played it up to a point where it was not. It
That's right.
it kind of flopped. It's fine.
I tried.
That was fine. I liked it.
Oh, that's good. Egg cheese.
This is why we're best friends.
And then
Not to be extra, But I'm reporting every egg cheese comment.
They were always like super like happy and nice and like lovey-dovey and like all this stuff, and I was just like not used to that from other male friendships. I was just like, why do they like me and care and like want to be my friend and stuff?
Why do they care?
We had no internet friends other than Billy and Melinda were our
I thought it was fake. I was like, if we meet up, they're not gonna like care. Like, what is?
There's no like
who
backbone
are they?
to this.
What is this? And then we met, and then we was at Disneyland, and then
It was after the first
It
VidCon.
clicked.
We were daily, and then you flew out just for Disney Day.
Yeah.
And he surprised us. He said he couldn't make it. He was stuck in Atlanta. He couldn't catch his flight because you were
That's just
flying
who they are,
standby.
double
You were flying standby because you were working for the
Airlines.
airline at the time. And he said he texted me or he called me and said, "Hey, I'm still in Atlanta. I don't think I'm gonna make it." And I was like, super bummed because
Yeah.
I was excited to meet you, but it didn't feel like it was like for the first time. It just felt like, oh, we're gonna meet our good friend.
Because Luke and I are easily attached.
Yeah, we easily become attached to our friends, even if it's not as reciprocated.
I think Luke's over here like my best friend Matthew, and Matthew's over here like these people are
I didn't
fake.
think we.
I know it wasn't like that, but
I didn't think we were friends. I was just not used to like
that level of
yeah.
intensity.
We are pretty intense. But then, yeah, we met and it was real, and you, I think, hopefully felt like it was genuine.
Good, listen, Matthew makes videos. I'm confused.
Same. All videos said go sleep. I'm drying.
I'm trying.
All videos said go sleep.
Start vlogging from tomorrow. Well, we vlogged for 2 years.
Yeah.
But it's a little exhausting to the point of like we wanted to focus on some other things, and so that's what we're doing right now. Trying to figure out what our next step is, and
It's
maybe
not
we.
Red Bull.
No, it's LaCroix.
It's LaCroix,
LaCroix.
which is just flavored water.
LaCroix.
It's 0 calories.
I don't know her.
What's another story we can tell?
Oh, Linda Hobbs, I love you.
I miss
What did you say?
you.
Look, how was your night blooming?
It's
Serious?
actually, it's not blooming. I'll go get it. Hold on,
Ooh.
Miss Linda gave me this plant.
Ms. Linda gave us this plant, and she wanted to know how it's doing. Her plants are doing fine, but lost the rose.
Oh no.
The rosebush Joseph coat. Very disappointed. That is sad. That was
Here it is. It's
That's
not
not
doing
blooming.
super good, but it's still. He's got some different. Oops, I'm going the wrong way.
He's got some growth.
He's got some good growth to him.
He's green.
He's green. He's growing. I was hoping he would kind of, and he will eventually, I think, bush out. Excuse me. But right now, he's just staying like this. This guy started with just one of these little
Leaves.
maybe
She's getting
two.
off.
Anyway.
She said, "Good
Can I-
God bless her. Good night."
Can I eat that?
Oh, thanks, Linda. If she sees that.
The crepes.
Anyway, he lives in my room.
What plant is that? It's called a blooming cereus. Something
It's like a night. They call it a moonflower. I think it's what it eventually.
It blooms
produces.
eventually.
And
but-
it blooms only at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then they live through the day, but they only bloom at night.
Interesting. Luke should do another video on plants.
I should do another video on I could do a plant haul video. I could do a taking care of your plants 101.
We could talk about a minimalism 101 video. We could do a camera video, cameras 101.
Does that sound interesting
Filmmaking
to
101.
anyone?
Luke and I have a lot of 101 videos we want to start series on, and then we're like, yeah, but this is a whole series. We have to do a whole series on this. I don't even know where to start, like, to help people understand
Do a
cameras.
documentary series on Behind the Twin Sauce.
Behind TwinSauce.
We could do a Shane Dawson conspiracy theory video.
Abby said she's here for more plant content. I've been watching for
Abby!
a while, and I didn't say anything because I loved the conversation so much, but I'm here. Hi, Sophie!
Sophie!
Sopho the first.
It's Sophia.
Dang it.
Sophie, can I call you
Oh.
Sophie?
Yeah,
Sophia, can I call you Sophie?
Literally every time.
Oh,
Literally.
oh, like when I call you Matthew?
No, I call him Matt.
Oh,
No, that's not nice. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
text me.
Sorry.
I would watch you guys eat oatmeal for 5 hours. Of course, I would watch that.
I hate oatmeal. Actually, I like oatmeal, but I hate it.
I don't like it warm. I like it just like cold with like milk in it, so it tastes like cereal.
We don't drink milk anymore.
I mean, like, almond milk. What other stories do we have? My 2 inside plants are sad. Oh, I have so much.
Do you have them with enough light, or do they have too much light?
Or are you feeding them too much water? Oh, also, an interesting plant fact. I was talking to Debbie today about plants, and they're an energy. There's a source of energy in a plant. So you want to make sure if like this guy, if you don't want him to grow up, chop the top off. What will happen is it'll shoot all its energy down to the bottom and shoot stuff out.
Roots out?
Not roots, but what?
Yikes.
But it'll like shoot those, so that way you know how people get those.
Travel more.
Do not text. Who said that?
Somebody said.
Same.
Said you should travel more.
I do love traveling,
I
but
like to travel when it's for fun.
when it's for fun or when it's like for travel. But when we were traveling for work, it wasn't exactly that exciting. So we would love to do some more traveling.
I am
but
coming
fun
out
times.
with a video very soon if I ever
About
finish it.
Vancouver.
About Vancouver. When I was there, I did a day in the life of my perfect day in Vancouver. It's not flowing very well right now, and I had to restart the edit for the 3rd time because for some reason my project file keeps getting corrupted. I don't know. I'm really over it though.
Are you editing on a different hard drive or on your hard
No,
drive?
it's on my hard drive.
I might have to look
I
at it.
might need to reformat my whole computer, start afresh.
Start fresh.
But I just don't want to lose all my Microsoft Office stuff.
Talk to
Ham.
Ham, and I need to talk to him about getting coffee. I've been meaning to get coffee with him.
Did you ever get that battery for the Mavic to Stinson?
No, it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
He didn't make it. He was gonna swing by the house, and he never did.
What?
CRJ 4? Carly Rae Jepsen 4? Yeah.
Carly Rae.
Can you believe I?
More like Carly Bay.
Did you film anything in Knoxville though? No, he really didn't have that much time in Knoxville. He
I
did
could
go.
have filmed something in Knoxville.
You got to see Carissa.
I did want to film, but when I went, so I was gonna vlog about me going and seeing my sister. She's staying an hour south of Knoxville, for the summer. So I was gonna go down and film about seeing her.
Ooh.
But I ended up just visiting with her all day, and we didn't do anything really that exciting. Excuse me. So I didn't really film anything.
Oh,
I was
pills.
staying
More pills.
downtown, and I wish I was filming because I did.
Okay,
post some
nobody.
Instagrams.
We're past that question now. We've got other questions. Okay, story is how did you start going to COTFC? Now this story, COTFC is an interesting story because I was dating Mariah at the time. Now
Who
this
asked
is
that?
a callback, Elijah.
Oh, okay.
But so
Well, maybe Daniel did because he was there this
oh
Sunday.
yeah. So back when COTFC started, Mariah started going on their launch Sunday. It wasn't intentional that it was their first launch Sunday. It was just because she got a mailer in the mail and at her parents' house and decided to go with a friend. That friend didn't stick around, but Mariah fell in love with that church and
First of all,
stayed there.
explain what CTFC is.
COTFC is our church. So Church of the Four Corners. It's a non-denominational church plant that was in Independence, Missouri.
And it was planted into a high school.
In a high school, in a theater, in a high school, which was awesome. So the pastor's a really cool guy. I love him a lot. But I was really skeptical of church plants because the church plants that I'd been involved in throughout my college experience was for like photography stuff, video stuff, and all of it was real fluffy and not like interesting to me at all. I just felt like they were just trying to keep people there. There was no growth happening. It was weird. So when Mariah started going to COTFC,
Why are you laughing?
he's writing something on there. So when Mariah started going, I was really skeptical because I'd only been involved in these other church plants, and about a year and a half later, almost, I decided to go. We were dating pretty seriously at that point, and she was like, she said, well, we better start going to church at the same place. And so because of that, I tried out her church, and then she tried out my church, and then we kind of just like thought about it for a few weeks, and then I went back to COTFC for 1 week, and I was just like, God's calling me here. This is where I need to be. So I started going there that week.
And I didn't.
Luke didn't go
I stayed in my old
away.
church. I had really good friends in my old church, and I didn't want to leave them. So I was a little mad at Paul for going somewhere else, but I also kind of understood. But I wasn't there for very long. We didn't stay separate for very, very long. I did go visit after you started working. I think the second week you were working there, I went and visited.
Mm-hmm.
And then
you and Wes.
I left, and I was there for about a month or 2 months. And then I ended up going to back and joining. Then later after that, joining their media team and stuff like that, which was really, really good. It was something that a place that we have found a lot of growth and maturity and friends and connections and things there and opportunities through the church that have been phenomenal, and God's really worked in our hearts through that. It seems like every week. I think pretty stagnant prior to. Yeah, prior to that, I'd been going to and no offense to anyone who might be connected to that church through this, who on the internet. But I felt that I didn't grow very much when I was at my old church, and I was and it could very well be my own fault. I wasn't digging in. I didn't feel like it was very exegetical, which is really good. So that means they're going through verse by verse, which is really, really good. But I wasn't being, I guess, fed in the way that felt like I was able to learn or apply it to my life personally. So when I switched to COTFC, it was that way. It was exegetical and applicatory. So I was able to like apply things to my life and really grow in my faith. And I still feel like I have a long way to go. There's God has been working in my heart and in my walk with Him.
Do regular people know what those words mean?
Yeah, probably not.
Because I don't.
Which ones? Applicatory and exegetical?
Exegetical.
I explained that. I mean, it goes like verse by verse. Like they're preaching like, here's this verse, and then here's what it means. Here's this verse, here's what it means.
It's
and
like
applicatory is like,
literally.
Here's what it says, and here's how you can apply it to your life, everyday life. So, application versus and I think exegesis. There's benefits for both of those things. It is really good to understand what the text is saying.
Even at COTFC, he will preach exegetically occasionally through like story.
He does.
Or like a parables. He was doing that with the parabolic, but it just depends on the sermon series and what it calls for.
Yeah, which I feel like but he also will do an application side.
Yeah,
toward the end.
Yeah.
So it does still apply.
Yeah.
So
just like there's
COTFC. If you ever come visit, our friend Daniel, is he on the stream? Has anyone seen from Daniel? Is Daniel on? Daniel came and visited us. He was in town this weekend, and he came to church, and we got to hang out with him for a bit.
She said she needs part sun and part shade, but looks like she's doing great. Yes, Paul, you said it right. Luke on YouTube. Here's a beautiful picture of information.
Okay.
So it sounds like we may have her in too much light over there.
Who? Oh,
that plant.
She might need to be moved.
Yep.
What else?
Are you both real brothers? No, they're fake brothers.
We met in college.
Yeah, we just look alike. So we're not actually twins. Just kidding, no, we're actually twins. We're real twins.
We're real twins.
Real identical twins.
We're real identical twins. But we don't know that for sure because we haven't had genetic testing.
No.
And to be a for sure identical twin, you have to have genetic testing.
Oh, they're fake brothers. Paul's actually a mess.
Paul's actually a mess? Is that what they said?
A mass hallucination.
Oh.
Dang.
Well, that mass hallucination does a lot of work.
Hey. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Hey.
It's Fat Albert. Wow. Do you remember that movie, that live action that came out? Wow.
For Easter one year.
You what?
We're going for Easter.
I love that movie. Do you still have it? We'd have to check in there.
Same.
Yeah, we'd have to
I
check.
would love to watch that again. That was such a
That was
fun
a fun
show.
movie.
A fun movie, a fun show.
So you're friends or twins? We're twins. We're literally twins.
Who asked that? All videos?
videos.
Yeah, we're actually twins. Paul and I are, and then we're all friends. But we're
Matthew's a
twins.
friend.
Matthew's our
We're
friend
twins.
from. He's originally from Savannah. We're from here in the Midwest, Kansas City, originally Nebraska, but now we live in Kansas City. And now all three of us live in Kansas City.
They're clones. Top secret government. Same. That's why I have a YouTube channel.
It's kind of like, does anyone remember Jack Scap doing that, where they made everyone think?
that they were.
And I was like,
clone.
this is not
You
true.
guys ready for this?
Oh, he's been working on it.
batteries back on.
Oh yeah, one sec.
One sec.
Let the suspense rise.
Let the suspense build.
What did I miss?
Yes.
Santa. You missed about egg cheese.
Yeah, so egg cheese is a thing. We think that mayonnaise, a better word for that would be.
No.
What's that noise?
Outside. People.
Literally outside always makes noise all the time. I can't even tune anything because outside is too loud.
Do you not have a? Oh, because you don't have a way to plug in to like your
It's
phone.
all acoustic.
Oh, it's just acoustic tuning.
Stop talking about egg cheese.
Oh
Oh,
as we stand, egg cheese.
Oh, Katie, are you shook?
Stop talking about egg trees.
Jack Scap, wow, that's a throwback. Yes, and Jack Scap made me think that twins could be famous on the internet. Obviously, I was wrong. Because all the other twins are getting famous, but not us. But we're okay with that.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We're happy.
No. Are you really though?
Oh, I mean, we want to make this a business, actually.
So when are you planning to have again?
What is egg cheese? Sophia, go look at my tweets.
Yeah, tweets.
I thought so. Didn't Sophia comment on your tweet?
No.
Oh, no.
Sophia! Where's your Twitter game at?
She's a fake fan.
Yeah, fake game on Twitter.
Matthew, make your Twitter by our egg cheese Stan account.
But I just made my my like.
Don't worry about putting those banners back. They're not gonna stay. They keep popping out.
Does it not clip in?
Does. I just made
Just leave.
I just made the location on my Twitter bio because my Twitter bio is Parent Trap Stan account. But then I made my location Camp Walden for girls because that's where Hallie and Annie meet and discover that they're twins. The only reason I'm friends with the twins is because I was obsessed with the Parent Trap when I was little.
When you were little.
The only reason I'm friends with the twins is because I'm obsessed with the Parent Trap.
The Lindsay Lohan version. Not to be confused with the older version.
Yeah. The older version is good, but
Just not the Stan account.
Sorry, man. When are you
Traveling again and where to? We don't know at this point. My work schedule, because Paul doesn't travel anymore for work, but my work schedule has not been posted yet, so I don't know where I'm going next.
And I don't travel anymore because I have a regular old job here.
And I'm trying to get a regular job here. Boom.
Katie, you might as well live in Florida.
Heck
Katie.
yes, thank you.
Katie, everyone thinks you live in Florida because you're always at Disney World.
Because everyone thinks I live in Florida. Mm-hmm. Scanning that. Well, what other stories could we tell?
Everybody should also follow Bree because she's just obsessed with Parent Trap as I am, and she's having a Parent Trap birthday party.
Bree is having a Parent Trap birthday
Let's
party?
go to Nashville.
Let's go. Can I be the... Paul will dress up as Hallie and what's her names? I don't even know their names. Hallie and what's the other one?
Annie.
and Hallie.
Annie and
It's
Hallie.
Hallie Parker and Annie James.
We can wear red wigs.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
Can we like maybe get plastic surgery to look more like Lindsay Lohan?
No,
No?
that's too much.
It's too much.
We do look dreadfully alike.
We do. Look at us.
You are twins.
Well, I never think about it.
Are even our hairlines are the
Oh,
same?
wait, if I sit up straight, I think our necks are the same. Sit up straight.
No, Katie, you talk about.
No, your neck is longer than mine.
Oh, yes.
Or maybe it's the beard.
It could be the beard because I don't have any beard right now.
No, but it looks like maybe it's your shirt too.
Oh, yes.
You're also thinner than I am.
Our faces look different shapes. Like yours is longer than mine.
Yeah, yours kind of. Well, but I'm wondering if that's the beard too.
Oh, true.
Your chin.
What's next? What's another story that'll make your wigs fly?
Yeah, what is some tea we can spill?
Is there any tea?
I was
No.
gonna say that Katie also talks about Supernatural too.
I like Supernatural. Oh no, I used to like Supernatural. Sorry, Katie.
Ooh, what are things we've been? Oh, we watched Mamma Mia. Here we go again twice in like the last 2
I'm
weeks.
such a stan.
I stand that movie and I love it more than the first one. Don't judge me.
Matthew.
And we watched 8th grade, and 8th grade was weird. And
no, it just made me very anxious the whole time.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, it was the point, but
But
also
still.
it did it very good.
If we want to talk about movies, I don't know if these.
I don't need
like,
help
this
feeling
audience would
anxious.
Care.
That movie just made it
I don't know if
like
you guys care about that.
amplified it.
Do you care
No,
about?
Mamma Mia, here we go again. The next one's gonna be Mamma Mia, my, how can I resist you?
Yeah. Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia. Here we go. Yeah. Mamma Mia. How can I resist? Yeah. Oh, and what's it gonna be about?
The baby's life.
The baby, yeah.
Growing up in Greece?
Yeah.
I want to grow up in Greece.
Or maybe they moved to New York.
No, but the whole thing was that Sky
Came back.
came back.
That's true. Spoilers.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was. I didn't.
I don't think I didn't know it was rated R. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. It didn't feel like it should be rated R when you watch it.
Yeah.
It just feels.
Was it because of
I think it's because of
language?
language. She says the F word like twice, and it's more like because she hears that some kids at school use it, so she uses
There
it.
is. I mean, there's more. And it's weird because I'm kind of blind.
Here's it.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's kind of like the way Luke uses it.
Shut your mouth. I hate you.
No, I think it didn't feel like there's nothing
tomorrow,
sexual or anything. I mean, there is
found
some.
out tomorrow they're doing showings all over the U.S. that aren't age restricted because the point of the movie was that 8th graders and above would see it, and the problem with it is you have to go with an adult. So tomorrow there's like free showings going on. Philip DeFranco did a video about it today, and so if you go look at that video, you can find the theaters that are doing like free age-free showings, which means that you can go without an adult if you're under 17
And it's free.
Under 18. Yeah, under 17, I think, and it's free. I think that's what it sounded like. I would recommend seeing it because I think it deals with a lot, or it shows a lot of the pain and struggle that kids are going through today that you didn't necessarily have to worry about when I was in 8th grade. Like, I didn't have a phone when I was in 8th grade. I got a phone when I was 15. And then, yeah, so it was interesting. It's interesting to see the, like, self-esteem issues and the
Due to social
different
media.
bullying, but also, like, anyway, it just is
The
very
impact of
fascinating.
social media on
And it does make
on
you
8th graders.
feel
anxious.
the whole time, and it's very, very powerful. I think the way they use the anxiety in the film,
It put me into a funk, which is weird,
did
but it
put
made me
me
think
into a
about social media in our world and how I even influence by social media and how that comes through it.
so it is rated R, but I would not. And there's one part that's a little bit uncomfortable because you like know what's trying to happen,
But nothing happens.
Nothing actually ends up happening. So be warned.
Everybody just go see Mamma Mia instead.
Yeah, truth. Mommy, here we go
You're
again.
gonna pay for a movie. Go to Mommy. Here we go again. Yeah, 100%. I would go see it again.
Peace out. Good night. Good night, all videos. What's your name, all videos?
So don't just keep calling you all videos.
All videos.
Yops. What time is it? I wonder where he's at. He or she.
Yes, maybe I should see it. I already have an anxious enough because I was going to see it anyway, but you get my drift.
Actually, Katie, I'm super anxious all the time, and it was something that didn't help my anxiety. So I would recommend not seeing it then. But if you,
I'm not an anxious person, but I did have anxiety during the film, but in a way that made me think, not in a way that was bad.
I was anxious all day today, and it was not a good thing. And I didn't eat all day, and that wasn't
Didn't
good.
help anything.
No, it didn't help anything.
Yeeks.
Yeah.
Same.
Wow.
But Mamma Mia, here we go again. You can leave that theater feeling like jazzed.
Jazz, like want to go dance on a ship.
Not this is as frick, okay, but AF, okay, jazzed AF, because that's me. When I leave the theater after watching Mamma Mia, I want it to go.
When you leave the theater watching anything with music or dancing, Paula wants to just dance.
I just come out of the
I feel the
theater.
same way, but
I come out of the theater like
jazz hands ready.
yeah. Here's my jazz hands. Da, 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 da. That's part of the choreography. I was matching them in the.
I know
clip.
because I was like had to lean over and be like, Paul, there's people behind you.
I know, but it's okay. It's the curtain call. They do have a curtain call at the end with Meryl Streep, and it's to
Luke eat. No, I did not.
Super Trooper. And
I did not
favorite.
not eat because of any reasons. I forgot to eat. I ate 3 graham crackers for breakfast.
You know the proper form of fasting where you pray so much that you forget to eat? That Luke did that with work. He's got workaholic tendencies, which is like I do too.
So I cleaned the whole house and I started editing the video and I was editing.
And then he just
and I talked to
forgot.
my mom on the phone and then I was like, finally, we were going over to a friend's house to eat. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up or like I'm gonna pass out. I don't know. And I was like, I haven't eaten since
Or like
9 o'clock this morning. Till a few trips ago. What?
Or like you were gonna.
Oh, please walk like that all the time, like this. Da 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 da. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I'll do that. I want to be in. I don't even care about anything.
I
just wanna
ate
be
a
a
ton.
dancing extra in any movie that has music. in
Abby,
it.
do not worry. I ate a ton at dinner tonight, and it was fantastic. We had some guacamole.
Oh,
we had
yeah.
we had squash, spaghetti squash, and they put some kind of a pesto on it. It was so very
Yeah,
good.
vegan
And then
pesto.
bread. We had chips and guac,
Yeah.
and we had a salad. Oh, it
with
was so
fruit
much
in it,
food.
and it was so good with a vinaigrette.
Yeah, it was like a really
like real
I would
fancy.
love to get some good vinaigrettes.
Yeah, like what Candy Roberts. She buys all the best vinaigrettes.
She buys expensive stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. Good vinaigrettes. Yes, eating is very important, and I do know that. What did all videos say? Peace out, good night.
Well, I started this channel a little while ago. I haven't thought of a name for it. My channel, so I thought I would just get all videos. My name is
It's Mohammed.
Mohammed.
Bye, guys. Talk to you later. Mohammed, welcome, and thank you so much for commenting and being involved. Love you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yes, I know eating is important.
Stop talking. I'm so hungry right now.
Go get you some LaCroix.
Yeah, some LaCroix.
Unless you hate it.
Matthew, are you so triggered and strict by us right now?
I look like a curtain.
You look like a what?
A
Curtain? Why?
Because the shirt makes me look like a curtain.
I love that
Well,
shirt.
if you don't want it, I'll take it.
No.
I like that shirt. We all should have clothes now.
Guys, no, we don't. It's Bridging the Gap.
What
I'm
is?
Hosting egg cheese on Facebook as a Facebook status.
Okay, yes. Bridging the gap. So more people will see it. And get on the stand board.
People are gonna stand it. It's gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
it'll
gonna
be
put it on my Instagram story.
Maybe
You
it'll
think?
be an internet meme.
Yeah, because of you.
No, that's not a meme. Hannah, you're gonna get crazy because I just called that a meme, and that wouldn't be a meme unless there's a picture of it. I don't know. I don't understand memes. I do not get
Can
it
you
at all.
believe happiness comes from sun chips? Yeah.
Can you believe what happiness comes from sun chips?
Yeah.
Yes. Especially that garden salsa kind.
No.
I can't have them anymore. They have dairy in them.
The Harvest Cheddar?
Ew!
I still eat Harvest Cheddar. I don't care.
I cannot.
Luke breaks out. Nice.
Well, that too. But I don't like cheese flavored chips. Like nacho cheese is gross. Nacho cheese chips, gross.
Nacho cheese chips.
I used to like ranch chips, but now I don't like them either.
Egg cheese. Follow Matthew on Twitter, everybody.
Follow
It's
Matthew on
hilarious.
Twitter at Matthew Moomore.
Tiffany Quick. I hate that.
Hannah goes, I tried to teach you memology, Luke. I tried. So sorry. I'm a disappointment. It's not a meme.
Also, I hate this. What? I'm not gonna like it.
Attack
No.
the Pig Dragon is
Did you
one
see
of
that
my
I tweeted, do not text.
No, I hate pigs.
You don't like tomato? There's tomato flavored chips other than salsa chips. I get that. You don't like salsa chips, or just actual tomato flavored chips? I did see ketchup flavored chips when I was in Canada, but I did not try them.
That's weird.
What's another story, guys? We've been talking for a long time, but we just need to get on a roll.
egg
Wait.
cheese.
Egg cheese. Back to egg cheese.
Yeah, egg cheese. Which is me.
Mayonnaise. It's actually, is egg cheese like true mayonnaise, or is it that Miracle Whip stuff?
No, Miracle Whip is not
What is Miracle Whip?
mayonnaise at all. Miracle Whip is gross.
What is it made? What's different?
I don't know.
I
Miracle
taste the
Whip
same.
is
The
sweet.
same.
It doesn't taste the same.
It does not
Miracle
taste the
Whip is
same.
sweet.
Oh.
Mayonnaise is like savory.
Do we ever have Miracle Whip?
Yeah. At
So-
the Guernseys.
I'm gonna tell a story, and then the chat is just gonna stop whenever I start talking. But one of my coworkers at work doesn't like mayonnaise, so
Oh, yes, this is
we
such a great
left
story.
the bakery, and we walked down to the sub shop because there's a sub shop in the place where we work. Don't stalk me.
He works at Dolce.
No, I don't. And so then we went and got subs, and she doesn't like mayonnaise at all. She ordered it with no mayonnaise, but I guess they didn't hear her, and she got extra mayonnaise. And she wanted extra onions, but she got light onions. So then we had already walked back to the bakery, and it was just a lot to go back and get a new sandwich because we were kind of in a rush and like all this stuff. And so, yeah, she had to like wipe off the mayonnaise, and it just wasn't a good experience for her. So then a couple of days passed by, and then
Katie, good morning.
I
Good night,
texted
evening
her.
From Casey. Me too.
And then I texted her and I said, I just texted her out of the blue because she was in the back because she works in the kitchen and I work up front. I texted her out of while she was in the back, and I said asterisk mayo sandwich with less onions. And then she didn't say anything, and she came up front. She was like, "Don't ever text me that ever again." And so then, right now, we're on the way home from a friend's house, and I just had this thought. This is what spawned egg cheese. I said, mayo sandwich with no bread, just a crusted loaf of old mayo sliced into bread with extra mayo and less onions. So that's the inspiration for egg cheese.
Yeah. Old mayo sliced into bread.
Yum.
That's
Who said
great,
good
man.
morning? Who was that?
Katie. From
Oh,
Kansas City.
From Kansas City. Well, welcome to our chat. Welcome to the best city in the world. Matthew, you're not giving that face.
It's a city.
It's a city.
I'm
Think of
gonna
us.
gag.
I'm gonna get. I love
I'm
Kansas
gonna give you
City.
these.
I love Kansas City. I like it here. It's a good city.
Man, we are kind of like tired today.
Yeah,
We
I'm
are all
gonna- I'm
tired.
gonna pass away.
It has been a long week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, long time,
Long, yeah.
long stint of things. and it's not over yet.
Matthew.
The whole month.
Gross.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Everyone's talking about gagging.
I was like, it didn't even do anything.
I didn't even do anything. Yeah. Well, we could do prayer requests now and just close it out.
I'm gonna go make some egg cheese, but you know what I'm talking about.
You're gonna go. Poop.
He's gonna make some egg cheese.
Yeah, fine.
We're gonna pray.
Okay, pray while I make egg cheese.
You don't want to pray for these peeps?
No, it's your channel. They're your subscribers.
It's true. We can pray for you guys. Guys, we are going to start. I don't know if anybody's new in the chat. I don't know how many people are on right now.
Katie Grissom is here, and I don't recognize her name from anything. So,
Katie,
hi, Katie.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I don't
here,
recognize
Here in KC, she's lived here for 6 years, and she's loved every minute of it.
Oh, good. We've lived here for 6 years as well. We came in 2011. No, 7 years then. 8?
8? No.
No, this will be our 7th year.
Once fall hits, it'll be the end of the 7th year, start of the 8th year.
Yes, we'll be starting our 8th year.
This fall.
Actually, this month we'll have started our 8th year. We'll finish our 7th year.
Our 7th,
and then we'll start
7th
8th
year,
So
anniversary.
we're close to the same time.
7 year anniversary.
Yeah, we came in 2011 though. But we came here for college and we just stayed and we really love it and it's great. I don't recognize your name. I usually recognize everybody in the chat, which is so much fun.
How did you hear about us?
When we meet new people.
Also, everybody else in the chat tell us how they heard about us, because that's always something that interests
Yeah, how did you hear about us? I think most people will say Chris
Howard was a huge influence.
Was a huge influence on a lot of
But
y'all.
I don't know about everybody.
But I don't know about everybody.
So I want to know. Tell me about that. Also, give me some prayer requests so we can pray for you peeps and figure out what's going on in your lives. Praises are also here too, because we wanted to hear what's going on well.
If something's just bothering you or if you just are down about something, let us know so we can pray about it, even if you're not the praying sort. We'd love to pray for you anyway.
Yeah, like this.
And also, Katie, if you didn't know, because Katie's commenting and she looks like maybe I don't know.
We maybe have seen Katie before on this live stream or in the comments for, but I just don't recognize
I'm
it.
just not recognizing it. So if you don't know, we at the end of every live stream, so we're nearing the end, it's almost 10 o'clock, we pray or we ask for prayer requests and then we pray over you guys.
Katie said she doesn't
bless you
remember.
this week.
Katie said she doesn't remember how she found us, but she's been watching us for about a year. Has been a silent fan. Thank you, Katie, for speaking up. I love seeing new names in the chats, and I love experiencing new friendships. So we can be friends now, Katie.
Katie,
And I don't even know how we met. That's crazy.
So we met though in real life.
No. She says she doesn't know how she found us.
Oh.
So, welcome.
I hope that you kind of maybe it was like a KC video or something that she floated upon.
Maybe.
I love it. Glad you're here.
Oh gosh. Oh.
on down.
Oh, Sophia said she first saw that Tessa Violet copy video, but didn't subscribe until I became friends with Matthew. Yeah, 'cause that was a long time ago, fam.
So she saw us back
When we were
today,
babies.
when I had the swoop hair.
Yeah, when you had little Justin Bieber haircut.
I actually just recently rewatched that video. It's a bop.
It's been fun being a Vogel fan, yeah. Oh yeah, Chris is a total stan. He is. He's crazy. I need to call him actually and just catch up.
Chris Howard.
Yeah, I need to call him.
He
catch
just
up.
got done with BlimeyCon as
Oh yeah,
video
he's in
reference.
Nashville.
Did you see that he clapped? He clapped at Danielle.
I
He
saw
did a
that.
song. It was good.
Good.
And then I didn't see all the BlimeyCon videos because I don't think they're out yet. Maybe they are. I don't know. I've really been absent from YouTube. It has not been.
We've
for
been busy.
choice, but it's been busy.
Been busy.
Been keeping up with my mains like Philip DeFranco. I get my news from him.
Oh gosh. I don't have time for that.
I've been watching all of Shane Dawson's documentaries, and they are so good and so well done. But also, they'll suck away your life for a few hours, and so be careful. It's definitely a. But I think the
what's
thing
so
about
interesting about that? Tell me about that.
because
Explain
all these
that.
people that are not humans on the internet, like Jeffree Star, is someone that I've never ever cared about. Like I've never cared about watching videos. I don't care about makeup. I don't care about that kind of stuff. And so I would have never known anything about him. But I watched this documentary diving into basically his life, his past, his tattoos, everything. So you're getting this insight into somebody's humanity that nobody else really knows about other than what he's sharing in this video. So you're kind of like, oh,
It's
you're
a human.
It's humanizing. Bunny did the same thing.
Yeah, that's what's good,
Graveyard
yeah.
Girl Bunny. He did that one, and she broke down and cried, and it was very humanizing. She's always like, "Hey, it's Sunny with a TV,"
Yeah.
she's very very happy. But then seeing that and seeing where it's been
I get
depressing
that,
and where that
yeah.
fall is. Also, Tana Montague. I don't care about Tana, but when I'm watching that and the whole scandal side, it was really really fun and entertaining. But also, it was humanizing, and I don't think it was necessarily I don't know if I backhand Tana after even the facts. I feel like she was a little lax on her. He should have been a little harder. There was things that she said that might have been true. That were true, but she was skirting around things, and it was like, okay,
Sure, there was other facts have come out more
yeah,
since then. Sure.
But I think it was fascinating because he does these like 3-part long series, and you're getting a really good impact from somebody else's perspective. Also, Shane is just really funny and totally okay with himself, but also kind of insecure at the same time, so it like works well. So that makes sense.
That makes sense. Cool.
So if you haven't seen Shane Dawson's documentaries, highly recommend. They're good. It's
There's
also just really fun, humanizing.
Katie said, "Let's pray." I had a friend who was in a wreck this week, or a week ago, and the other person in the wreck passed away. She's needing some love from our Lord. Yes, we will be praying for her. That is insanely
So
hard.
your friend passed away? Or?
No. The friend was in a car accident, and the other person passed away.
Oh no, that's so
horrible.
Oh, was she driving? That's the worst. If you're driving and somebody else passes away, we gotta pray for her because there's serious guilt and
that's
things
hard.
involved. That's hard. And even if not, sometimes there is guilt involved. Like I wasn't paying attention, or I fell asleep. Or
Right.
Maybe. Yeah.
That is tough.
That's tough.
Anybody else got a prayer request?
I have a prayer request.
Yeah. What's up?
Bangladesh. I don't know if anybody knows, but Paul and I were in Bangladesh. It's Bangladesh is how they say it there, so Bangladesh, but near India. And right now, there's been violent riots happening. Their students are peacefully protesting. The government asking for better roads. We know firsthand that the roads are terrible and insanely unsafe. We were in an accident in our Noah Colley video.
Yes, yeah.
And we were in an accident while we were there. Luckily, nobody died, and luckily we were with somebody who knew how to handle that kind of a situation. Our driver was very, very good. But the roads are terrible, and we knew people that would travel those roads all the time, and we met people that traveled those roads. But those roads are just terrible, and they're so dangerous. So they're protesting for better roads. They're saying, government, you need to provide better roads because we can't make them. Like, they had no money to make them. And so then it turned violent. And so right now...
Well, it turned violent because the government attacked, right? Students?
Well...
That's the information we're getting. We don't know.
Philip DeFranco did a
good.
great... I actually tweet messaged him, or I tried to contact him via email to say, hey, you should look at this. But I think a lot of people were saying that. But basically, they slowed down 3G and 4G networks so that people couldn't send information out. And then finally it came back. So I got flooded with messages, tons of messages. This is after, what's the guy on Facebook who does that's 1 minute, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah,
and one guy, he's floating around Facebook. He's been doing it for almost 500 days or something, but he does a daily video. But he did one on Bangladesh. And said his phone blew up. Well, we had met so many people, and they just started sending me photos.
Because we were the only people on the outside that they knew.
And they assumed we were journalists because we were there with cameras. So we got massive amounts of photos from Bangladesh, which was, to keep him in prayers. And so I told the guys, I was like, I'm praying, but I don't know what else I can do. I can make a video, but it doesn't have much of a reach. And then Philip DeFranco did a video. Part of his segment was on the issue with students there. And it's very dangerous. Right now, the government has retaliated, but they say they're not. There's also pro-government groups that are attacking that are becoming violent. So there's two like kind of parties, I guess. There's the Young Student Alliance, and then there's another like pro-government alliance, I guess. And the pro-government alliance is just blue-collar people, I guess, or whatever they call them. They're attacking, and the government said we're not behind that.
Okay.
But then there's also policemen out there, and it's been a little.
So it's like dark. 3-sided kind of.
It's dark.
That's
not
sad.
good.
Well, we'll
and
be
there's
praying for those
already been
people.
several people that have died in those students. Okay. So, yeah.
Well, we'll be praying for Katie's friend who has a lot of guilt. That's hard. Also, Katie said her job search.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm there.
He's there too. He's working on that. But she thought she had something and then it fell through. So pray for you. She also said she had to praise though that her mission trip went really well, and she felt like God's present in her friendships, and the people grew a ton. So she's grateful. So that's
Katie
awesome.
says she does have a lot of guilt.
Oh no, yeah. Katie's friend said she has a lot of guilt.
Yeah, we'll be praying for her.
Because she was driving.
Oh, she was driving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So that's really hard.
I can't imagine.
All right.
Do you have a first name that we could pray for, and keep her in mind? We can make a note of it too.
Keep praying for her.
It's really awesome,
that is
Katie.
hard. All right. Well, I will go ahead and pray real quick. If anybody else has anything else, leave them in the comments, and Luke will finish up at the end.
Yeah, I'll finish up at the end if you want to go ahead and start.
Cool. How do you say it? Halea?
Or
Halai? I'm sorry, I'm bad with names.
I think it's like Leah, but there's no A. Lee? Haley? Is that Haley?
Oh, Haley?
Is it Haley spelled like that? Yeah, it's Haley.
Haley.
It's Haley.
Good job. High five.
Because the way.
Haley. You're right. Thanks, Katie. Alrighty.
You're the best. Thank you.
Haley, I would assume. Thanks, guys. We're terrible at this.
You're skilled. Yeah. I did get a 4.0 on my master's though, so don't judge.
That was.
And you got like a 3.58 something, right, in your undergrad?
3.6, I thought. Because it was the middle
3.7.
tier. Yeah, I was 3.6 because we were in the same.
It doesn't matter.
Honors
we're praying.
tier,
We're praying.
but,
We're bragging
okay.
now. We're bragging.
Cool. All right, Heavenly Father God, I do thank you for today. I thank you for just these people that are on this live stream right now that are hanging out with us. God, I thank you for the internet and being a place where we can come and encourage each other and pray for each other. And I just thank you for each and every person that's here, even if they have something going on in their life that they haven't talked about, and that if you're working in their life in a certain way, God, I just pray that you will bring those things to mind. Help us to look outside the box and see what you're doing on a larger scale. Look outside of ourselves sometimes to see a bigger picture, but it's not always that way. Sometimes we can't see it. It's like looking through a keyhole into a room and we think we know what we're talking about. But God, I thank you for having a big picture, for being in control, and for knowing what's going on in our lives, even when we don't. God, thank you for the opportunities that you've given me with my job and Luke with his job search, just to be in contact with different people that you bring into our lives. And you pray for the job searches of Katie and Luke as they look for jobs that are high paying but don't make them want to kill themselves. I think that's really important. And I just thank you for giving us opportunities to work, to use our passions in different ways. For me to be able to reach people every day, tons and tons of people, to talk with them as I make a sandwich, just being able to communicate with many people. And for Luke, looking into other options with business and marketing, and just pray that you will just really bless his search, God. I just pray that you will be with Haley, that you will just really comfort her and guide her in the next days, weeks, months, years, as she struggles through this guilt of being a driver in an accident that caused someone to pass away. God, I just pray that you will be with her and this situation and the family and her family and her, just God, that you will just wrap your loving arms around her and help her understand how loved she is, despite this situation, God. I don't really know how to pray for that situation, God, but you know the needs and the desires of her heart and of what needs to happen there, and we just pray that your will be done in that situation, God. Thank you. I do pray for each and every one of us here. I pray that you will guide and direct us as we pursue life here on YouTube. For Luke and I, we would love this to be something we could do full time, God, that we wouldn't have to work other jobs, but that we could focus our attention here on the platform, in video making, in media marketing. But God, I just pray that your will be done and not ours, that you will guide us and direct us into the places that you want us to be and the people that you want us to reach. Thank you for the people that we are reaching right now, God, via the internet. Thank you for bringing them into our lives. We love them, and we love spending time with them, God. I just pray that you'll bless this time, our time together. I pray that you'll bless Luke's prayer tonight, too, and in your name I pray. I don't know why I had to ask that.
Why are you blessing my prayer?
I was blessing your prayer, like this.
Oh, okay. Heavenly Father, God, I thank you for this awesome day that you've given us. God, I thank you for the community that is here on YouTube, that has surrounded themselves with us and supported us through lots of ups and downs. I pray that you will continue to bless and keep each and every one of them. I pray a lot for Haley, God. That is one of the hardest things to go through. I've often said if Paul ever died that I would have to go into some kind of mental institution, and I have the same, I'm sure it's a similar feeling if that situation would happen to me as well. So I pray that you'll help her to get help if therapy is an option for her, and also that you will work through her and wrap your loving arms around her. I'm not entirely sure how to pray other than that you will comfort her. I pray that the family will be, I guess, understanding the family of the young lady who died, but then I also pray that her parents will be supportive of her as well, and that they will continue to grow through this experience, as it is very, very, very difficult to not be overcome with guilt. And I also pray that you will, like I said, wrap your loving arms around her, help her to realize that she is and she's worthy of love, and that she's worthy of life, and that she should surround herself with people who also believe the same thing. She doesn't know you, God. I pray that she will find you, because I know that is the only way I would be able to make it through a situation like that. God, I also want to pray for Katie, the human, right?
Yeah.
Katie the human had a job search.
Yeah.
Yep. Katie the human, who has a job search and is going through that whole process. God, I know that it is very difficult. to be patient, and that is something that a lot of people in the millennial, what am I saying, millennials, we have a hard time being patient. Right, you'll give us patience, but also wisdom to know what jobs we should be applying for, and at what point to get very desperate. And also, I thank you for the opportunities that I do have right now, and the job that I do have right now. I thank you for that opportunity. But I also pray that you'll continue to open the right doors, not my favorite doors, but the right doors that you want me to go down. I also pray for this channel, God. I pray that you will bless it. This is your channel, not ours. I pray that your work will be done through this channel. If that is to have this grow and turn into a business that we are able to run and glorify you with, great. If not, help us to continue to glorify you and honor you despite what work and hardships we come to. Thank you for what you're doing in my life and also in Paul's, because you are the greatest friend we could have. Thank you for your support and your loving arms surrounding us every day, even though I'm anxious at times and don't trust. Thank you for always bringing me back and for forgiving me no matter how many times I mess up. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Thanks,
Amen, everybody.
Guys. Katie is a designer in Barkley, and they have a great video team. DTW.
Hey, if you're hiring, let me know.
Also, you should come by.
You're Berkeley. Oh, you're nearby.
Katie, you should come by Mildred's on 10th and Main. You're just a couple blocks down.
Paul's inside the building.
I'm inside on 10th and Main. But if you come to the south side by the library, south side of the building, come in through those revolving doors and go straight ahead, and you'll see Mildred's, which is where I work, inside the 10th and Main building. The building on the corner of 10th and Main. If you can't find it, ask somebody where Mildred's is, and they should be able to point you in the right direction. But there is also a Mildred's in the Crossroads, which is closer to you, but don't go there. Come see me. And get a sandwich.
And let me know if you're hiring. DM me.
Thanks, Abby. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. It was a blast. I love,
She says she loves Mildred's. He does.
I do. I work at Mildred's on Main tomorrow from 8 to close. So anytime you really come, unless you come before 8 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there.
Come say hi.
Come say hi. I'd love to see you.
Love to meet the peeps.
And I love Mildred's too.
And welcome to the Fam Nation, Katie. Because this is your first time talking, and
we're hanging out now. And you gotta just come meet me in real life.
Oh dang it! We never prayed for Bangladesh. Did you pray for Bangladesh?
Oh, I did not pray for Bangladesh.
Hold on, back it up. We gotta go back to
prayer.
Father God, I pray for Bangladesh right now and the situation that is at hand. We know we have friends that are being affected by this, people that we met while we were there. I pray that you'll be with them, give them wisdom to know. I know that many of them don't necessarily believe in you, but I know that you love them still, and I pray that you'll be with them and their government. Give the government and the embassy wisdom to know how to handle this situation. Give the students wisdom to know how to best be protested and not to be a threat. Help the people who are on the other side to stop being violent, because that doesn't solve anything. It only makes the oppression stronger.
But use this time to draw people close to you and to your heart.
Yes.
And to draw them into a relationship with you, God.
Yes.
We know that through trials, sometimes it's the best time to minister.
Of course. And pray for the people that are there working in your team that are able to have an impact in that country. Pray that you'll give them wisdom to know how to bring and how to present you to the world. Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Totally forgot.
We just really got to hit that
Katie,
point.
that would be perfect. Come and get your morning coffee, and we can. Mornings are a little less hectic, depending on the time you come in. So that's perfect. Please do that.
Oh, that'll be so fun.
I can't wait to meet you, Katie.
You better get a selfie.
Yeah, we gotta get a selfie, of course. Friendship is beautiful. Wow. Same. You guys should all come to Kansas City and see me.
Yeah, everyone come to Kansas City.
Yeah.
What if this
we could
goes
do
viral or something?
A
and
sauce
tomorrow,
con. We should do a sauce con.
We're not BlindlyCon big.
Yeah, no.
You know?
But eventually. Someday.
Eventually, we'll do a sauce con.
And then everyone can come here.
We'll do a Moo Sauce Con because it'll be Matthew Moo.
And that sounds better than
Twin
Sauce Con. You know, a Moo Sauce.
Yeah, we'll do Moo Sauce Con.
Or we'll do Moo Con Sauce.
Moo Con Sauce.
Moo Con Sauce.
Or we'll just do Con Moo Sauce.
No, but then that sounds like you're conning us. I think Moo Con Sauce. It sounds like it has a nice flow to it, you know?
Katie said, Casey's pretty perfect.
I mean, it's really central, so everybody flies in. It's got a small airport, flights going in and out.
I'm stretching it because I'm sore.
I am too. Man, we went running and then we had tap the next day. And I tell you what.
Look at those hamstrings.
Ooh, yes.
Stretching them
Are
out.
we stretching them out? We prayed and now we're on a roll. We got all prayed up.
I got my thing.
We should have started this thing on prayer. We would have had more energy.
Now we're gonna go work out though. So,
are we gonna go work out? Are we getting up early to see Hope before she leaves?
Oh yipes! That's true.
It's already 10 o'clock. Yips.
There's so many Katies. I'm not very confused.
Oh no, I'm confused. All right, Katie's and everybody else.
Katie's and Hannah's and hopes and dreams.
We'll see you later.
See you all.
Da-da!
Da-da, okay, bye.